rooting their team on. Jordan with a massive block. Holy cannoli. Hey, welcome to What If on 2K. Thank you so much for checking out the channel. Today is a huge day because it is a win or go home for the Kansas City Kings. Rookie Michael Jordan has taken them into the second round, but we are facing the elimination game going back to Kansas City down 3-1. As always, I humbly appreciate you all. Please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, make any comments down below. I would love the feedback, and let's jump into the pregame. Well, this is pretty promising to see. The lineups are going to be staying the same, and we don't have to deal with Donaldson starting at center with Walton at power forward. I wanted to ask you guys, do you enjoy having the full game as a second video attachment, or do you want the full game attached to this video? It's something that I'm trying to figure out. I'm not sure what I'm going to end up doing, but I would love you guys' feedback. Anyway, let's jump into the highlights, and I will see you at the end of the highlights. Welcome back to the Kemper Stadium in Kansas City as the Los Angeles Clippers play the Kansas City Kings in a win or go home scenario for the Kings as they are facing elimination here in Game 5. They are reeling from some bad clock management in the latter half of the fourth quarter and hoping to come back and make this a series. Rookie Michael Jordan has much to prove after missing two key free throws towards the end. Get your popcorn out, folks, and hope you enjoy the game. Jordan on the wing, does a little stutter step, pulls up for the baseline jumper. It's good. First blood for the Kings. The Kings up by 3 here early in the quarter. Cummings calling for it on Johnson with the little baby hook, and that is money for Cummings. Cummings is such a presence in the inside. The Kemper Stadium is at full capacity here in Game 5, and the crowd is rooting their team on. Jordan with a massive block. Holy cannoli. That is not an easy block, but Jordan's vertical makes it look so simple. Pierce with the ball, swings it over to Nixon. Nixon at the elbow, pump fakes and drives in over Thompson. Nice take for Norm Nixon, the wily veteran, two-time NBA champion. The Kings find themselves on an 8-0 run. Nixon with the ball, throws it out to Pierce. Nixon cuts and Nixon goes up, it's in. A nice give and go play from Pierce to Nixon. Jordan on Pierce. He drives in, he creates space, and he takes a nice elbow shot. It's all in. The rookie on Pierce. Pierce trying to find a way to defend Jordan. Jordan goes up, it's a bucket. And Busey is on Harrison. Donaldson comes to screen. Harrison drives in, throws it back to Donaldson. Donaldson over the smaller Busey, and Donaldson is the taller man, and you just can't teach size. Baines with the buzzer beater, and it's off. There you go, folks. The end of the first quarter. Both teams are shooting the ball well, both above 50%, and Michael Jordan came out strong with 12 first quarter points. We'll see you in the second quarter. Drew with the ball, looking for Thompson, but Donaldson's on him. He throws it out to Johnson. Johnson has to put the ball up. He throws up a prayer. It's off. Rebound, Thompson. Thompson puts it back. Donaldson blocks it. Jordan gets the putback and the score. Drew to Thompson in the high post. Thompson's got Donaldson on him. Jordan backdoors with the reverse dunk. That was great patience by the big fella to find the cutting Jordan. Jordan with the isolation on Pierce. Jordan drives in. He steps back. He pulls up with the jumper. It's all net. Jordan just playing with Pierce. We've got a 13-point lead for the Kings. Johnson to Jordan. Jordan being doubled. Jordan finds Johnson. Cummings now on Johnson. Johnson throws out to Drew. Drew from college three. He drains it. That all started with the double team on Jordan, and they found the open man. Thompson being guarded by Donaldson. Donaldson clamping him up. Jordan trying to help him out. Jordan at the baseline. He throws it up. It's in. The Kings came ready to respond tonight, now with a 15-point lead. Harrison with the ball, guarded by Drew. He throws it out to Campbell. Campbell looking for Cummings. Cummings looking to score. He throws that little hook shot off the backboard, and it's in. That is not a good sign for the Kings. They do not want to see Cummings get some confidence. Harrison throws it out to Campbell. Campbell looking for the big man Walton. Walton on Thompson. Walton throws it up. That's a tough shot. No good. Donaldson with the rebound. Put back and foul. The Twin Towers of the Clippers dominating the boards. Donaldson with the ball deep in the paint. He just throws it up. He makes it look easy, folks. The Clippers are on a run, bringing the deficit down to 3. Harrison to Hodges. Hodges for 3. It's off. Rebounded by Perkins. Perkins with the slamma-jamma. Perkins gets the strong move and one. He could tie it up here. It's a tie ball game. Johnson gets the ball from Boosie. Johnson on Campbell. Johnson spins, drives in, and one. Johnson coming alive. The grizzled veteran. And there you go, folks. That's the end of the half. The Kings came up with a late surge there to bring it to a 5-point lead. Jordan has 29 points in the game so far. We do have to be concerned about Cummings. He only has 10. He may get an outburst yet. Pierce at the top of the key. He throws it to Cummings. Cummings from the elbow, and the bucket is good. Cummings fighting for position with Johnson. Cummings backing up Johnson. Cummings is just so strong in the paint. Cummings puts it up and right over Johnson. And one for Cummings. Jordan looking to respond. He's on the baseline, guarded by Pierce. Jordan spins. He puts it up, and it's in. Cummings pushing the ball up. He's got the smaller Drew on him. He spins. He puts it off the glass. Cummings is going back and forth with Jordan. Pierce with the ball, looking to back down Jordan, trying to post him up. He throws up the hook, no good. Jordan with good D. Jordan with the rebound. Going down court, 64-63. Kansas with the 1-point lead. Jordan with that competitive intensity on his face. Pierce determined to stop him. Jordan from the baseline, fade away. It's all net. Walton throws it into Cummings. They continue to not double team him. He spins on Johnson, and it's good. What else would you expect? Cummings and Jordan battling back and forth. This is becoming a classic battle between the two. Jordan trying to respond to Cummings. He spins on Pierce. He throws it up off the glass. The Kings holding on to a precarious lead with only a 1-point cushion. Cummings on the smaller Drew. This is not a good sign. Cummings throws it up, and of course the bucket is good, giving the Clippers their first lead in this game. Jordan at the free throw line shooting his second free throw, and that gives the Kings back the lead. This is an intense game in the third quarter. It's a win or go home situation. They find Cummings. Cummings goes in on Baines, and he dunks it over Darling. Cummings alive here in the third quarter, having an answer every time Jordan scores. Pierce looking for Cummings. Cummings spins, throws it up, and it's good. The big question here is, why is Larry Drew guarding Cummings? The defensive rotation needs to be there. Nixon with the ball. He gets the screen by Walton. Nixon throws it back. Thompson intercepts it, but no, Walton gets it back and dunks it. There's still some gas left in the tank for the big man. Donaldson finds Cummings. It's one-on-one again. They need to double team. Cummings finds a way, exploits it, and he scores. The Clips are on a strong run now since Jordan is on the bench. And the Clippers, of course, looking for Cummings again. I do not know why they don't double team. Cummings spins and throws it up. It's like taking candy from a baby. This is way too easy for Cummings. A 7-point lead for the Clippers. 4 seconds left to go. Cummings has to score. He spins. He throws it off the glass. And of course it's in. Adding insult to injury. For the Kings fans, this is exactly what they feared. Cummings exploding for 25 points. The coach of the Kings just is not making the defensive adjustments to guard against Cummings. And the Clippers are just exploiting it. Now we go into the fourth quarter. Will the Kings be able to rally to keep their playoff hopes alive? Here we go, folks. This feels like deja vu because once again, the Kings are down in the fourth quarter and the coach of the Kings has elected to continue to sit Michael Jordan. Pierce looking to score without Jordan in the game. Pierce throws up a three. Woodson fouls him. No, I cannot believe it. Woodson fouls Pierce. They go to the line for three. Nixon with the ball, feeding it to Pierce now that Jordan is not on him, and he is just bullying Woodson, extending the lead now to 14 points. This is brutal. And finally, Coach Jack McKinney subbing Jordan back in with 8:16 left to go in the quarter. For some perspective, when Jordan was subbed out late in the third quarter, it was only a 4-point deficit. Last game, Jordan almost brought them to the brink of winning. Can he do it again this time? Walton with the pump fake. He puts it up. It's good. Pierce pump fakes, gets Woodson in the air, throws up the baseline jumper. It's all in. Cummings to Perkins. Perkins with the slam. Cummings puts the ball up with two people on him, and he still gets the ball in the basket. A 16-point deficit for the Kings. Jordan with the ball, drives in, and it's a charging foul. Woodson with the ball, drives into the lane, puts it up, no good. Thompson with the rebound and the putback, and he gets fouled for two. Larry Drew with the ball. The Kings are trying to claw their way back. Thompson with the ball at the top of the key. Johnson from way outside, he drills it. The Kings down by 10, 3:31 left to go in the game. Drew drives into the paint, he throws it up, he makes it! 107-99, they cut the deficit to only single digits. Drew with the ball, he throws it over to Johnson, they've got only 4 seconds to shoot. Jordan with the pump fake shot, and Jordan brings the Kings to only a 6-point deficit. Folks, we got a game. The Clippers have to make a stop here. With just 6 points left, they've got 2:18. They're probably going to key on Cummings. They've got to think about double teaming Cummings. And of course, they get the ball to Cummings and only one person is on him. He throws it up and Cummings is just putting the nail in the coffin. The Kings got to think about scoring quickly here. Jordan with the ball. He throws it over to Johnson. Johnson pump fakes. He drives in. He throws up the baseline jumper. It's in. The Kings are showing some heart and pride here at the Kemper Stadium. You got to love that Johnson, originally drafted by the Kings, 4-year veteran, only made it to the playoffs one time and has an opportunity to lead his team to a possible comeback here. Walton to Cummings, the double team with Jordan. Cummings spins around, it's off, the double team worked. Walton gets fouled by Johnson. 109-103 with 1:44 left in the game. Wait, what just happened here? The Kansas City coach just took out Michael Jordan. He brought in Steve Hawes, and he's keeping the veteran Mike Woodson in place of Jordan with just 1:41 left to go. The Kings have an opportunity to win here. What is he doing? Cummings misses a shot. Rebounded by Thompson. The Kings have an opportunity, but they're going to have to do it without Michael Jordan sitting on the bench. The ball goes out of bounds. 1:26 left to go. To give you some perspective, folks, Michael Jordan so far this evening has 41 points. Mike Woodson has 6. This is an egregious mistake by the coach. I am not sure what he's thinking. Mike Woodson has only been 3 of 13 from the field. I just don't understand what the Kings are doing right now. Steve Hawes looking to inbound the ball. The Kings still have an opportunity here to pull out a possible victory. Johnson with the ball. Back to Larry Drew. Larry Drew at the top of the key. He's going to need to get it to Johnson, and Johnson has the ball. He's on Cummings. Johnson one-on-one with Cummings. Johnson pulls up from 18 feet. He finds a way to get the ball in the bucket. 4-point game. 1:10 left to go. They've got to make a stop. No, Cummings with the alley-oop dunk. Johnson was fronting Cummings and no one was there to back him up. That was Cummings' 45th point in the game. He's 21 of 31 from the field. They just cannot stop this beast in the paint. Well, there you have it, folks. The Los Angeles Clippers claim the victory in the Kemper Stadium against the Kings. It was a valiant effort for the Kings, but the Clippers got the gentleman's sweep, and Terry Cummings is moving on to the Western Conference Finals, and it looks like they are going to have a possible three-way series if the Lakers are able to move on as well. Thank you for joining us tonight in this Kings broadcast. The Kings certainly have some issues to address in the off-season. We will see you next season. Have a good night. This was a tough loss. I am not going to lie about that one. Jordan, for some reason, did not find favor with this coach. He definitely limited his play time, and it's egregious that he benched Jordan with an opportunity to win the game. But it is what it is. Historically, I want to kind of share something historically. The Kansas City Kings already knew that they were moving to Sacramento. They didn't make the playoffs this year, so it must have been really difficult if we were going to really pretend this is an alternative reality. It was tough because this was the last game that they all knew were going to be played at the Kemper Arena. And so they already know now, obviously, that they're headed over to Sacramento. And this was a tough loss for the whole city. So yeah, the Clippers just outplayed us. Terry Cummings is a mega star. I mean, I remember him playing in the 80s, like I've mentioned before, but this is above and beyond what I expected. There's a reason why they beat the number 2 seed Utah. And even though we were favored to win, we had the better team on paper. This team just pretty much obliterated us. But it was a good experience for this young team. Michael Jordan, in reality, this team didn't even make the playoffs. They only won 31 games that season. But here in our alternative, Jordan brought them to the second round of the playoffs. But anyway, looking at the team comparison, they pretty much beat us points in the paint. The bench points, they outscored our bench. They out-rebounded us. They passed the ball better. They blocked the ball better. Yeah, they shot the ball better. And that's pretty much a recipe for victory. Looking at the Kings, I mean, I mentioned it earlier, but Jordan had 41 points on 15 of 27 shooting. And for some reason, they wanted to go with Mike Woodson, who was 3 of 13 for the game. It's beyond my understanding, but you've heard me complain enough. LaSalle Thompson did great with 18 rebounds. Larry Drew had a good game. Eddie Johnson was decent in this game, but it just wasn't enough. Terry Cummings, beastin' and feastin', 21 of 31. Ricky Pierce was feasting on the Kings when Jordan wasn't in the game. James Donaldson, solid 13, 7, and 3. Norm Nixon, decent game. They just took us. They just defeated us, and we had to take it on the chin in a gentleman's sweep. There you have it. That is the end of the season for rookie Jordan. Next year, we can't call him a rookie. But anyway, speaking of next year, what we're going to do for our next video is we will finish out the playoffs, and I will show who ended up winning. And then I'm going to show you what happened in the offseason, what kind of draft pick they got, if they made any contract extensions, if they let anyone go, if they signed a new free agent, if they made any trades. I will show you all that transpired. And bear in mind, I am not going to be controlling anything about Jordan's career. I wanted to. I was really tempted to sub in Jordan and make sure that he played, but I wanted to make sure that I touched nothing of that sort. But I am excited to see what happens next season. And then I'm also thinking of putting the Jordan career rebuild kind of in a rotation. I'm thinking about doing another series, but I'll rotate back and forth. I'm kind of contemplating on what I'm going to do, but I am kind of itching to do another series, but I don't want to give up on the Jordan career rebuild. I will definitely be moving forward with that. In the meantime, you guys, thank you so much for going through the first season with me. And I do look forward to more videos, churning them out as much as I can. And you guys stay safe. God bless. Peace out.